Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Team Empire Pay It Forward right now system explanation call. We are definitely super glad to have you on tonight. This call is being recorded, so you're going to be able to watch it back. And we're really excited to do that for you so you can understand the full ecosystem when it comes to Bellator and Boogie G. But before we continue, guys, we got to read this disclaimer to you. We are not financial advisors. Everything you will see here is completely optional, and we are not giving you financial advice. We have created this presentation for those people that would like to generate some income right now while we wait, develop, and launch our Team Empire ecosystem. The entry fee is minimal and it is accessible for everybody. But guess what? You will want to participate. You are not required to participate if you don't wish to. This is 100% optional, and always do your own research about the different platforms that we use before registering and read each of those platforms' terms and conditions. We are not responsible for any bad use of any of our platforms and consequences thereof for not following each platform's rules and regulations. Cross recruiting in any of our platforms is strictly prohibited, and this presentation is patent pending, and no copies or distribution of it is allowed. Sharing it is completely prohibited, right? So, guys, welcome to Bellator Life. This is your daily forever profit. And understand that Bellator is more than just a company, it is a promise to deliver real value through innovative products. We are talking about a visionary leadership and a strategic growth that is being developed. Continental impact. This is a global project, and shared success as we build community of people getting paid daily and monthly for the rest of their life. So we're talking about real products, real value, real impact that you're going to be able to experience. But let's go ahead
The
and
world
watch
is
this.
changing faster than ever before. Technology is accelerating. Artificial intelligence is no longer the future, it is the reality of today. Companies, industries, and the financial system are being reshaped. But most people are still preparing for this new world with old rules. Old career plans. Old money habits. Old ideas of security. Yet traditional systems are no longer as strong as they once were. The cost of living is rising. The value of money is changing. Markets are becoming more uncertain. And many people are starting to realize that the financial lessons they were taught are no longer enough. Because most of us were taught to work for money. But wealth is not built by working alone. Wealth is built by what you own. The things that take money out of your pocket are liabilities. The things that put money into your pocket are assets. People who understand this difference think differently. They do not just chase income. They build systems. They acquire assets. They use time, technology, and strategy to their advantage. Today, change has already begun. The real question is no longer whether the world will change. The real question is whether you are ready for it. This presentation was created to help you understand the new economy, see money differently, and position yourself for the future because the world has changed. Now it is time to change the way we think.
And that is correct, guys. It's all about positioning yourselves for the future. Now you need to start thinking differently and looking at the things that are happening out there. That's why we're going to be sharing this strategic briefing with you about Bellator, and we're going to show you how to position yourselves on the winning side of it, the economic change. And why is that? That is because the world is rewriting its rules. Guys, traditional systems are failing. The normal job and go to work, go to work, go to work until you retire, that is old and obsolete. That old mindset that our grandfathers, our great grandfathers grew up with, and that our fathers and mothers taught us, that is failing completely. It's not the way to go anymore. And AI, for example, which is the new technology, the future of technology, is replacing millions and millions of jobs, and more will be unemployed because of that. So the great wealth transfer is also happening, guys. Like, normally that 1% will control the whole global economy. That is changing as well, and it's all thanks to crypto. But most of the people out there are unfortunately unprepared. They're not ready for crypto. They don't understand it. They don't know how it works. They don't know how technology works. And this particular strategy that we are going to show you is for those people who refuse to be left behind, right? We are going to be teaching you guys exactly how you can be on the winning side of this whole transfer of wealth that we are going to be doing. But guys, what is the 2026 challenge? What is the challenge on this particular situation, on this year in particular? And it is that the whole system is a limitation by design, right? Like every single person out here knows and understand this, right? Like you work and work and then pay bills, and then you buy liabilities, meaning you buy your car, you go buy clothes, and you spend money on out eating or clubbing, and then or you just go on a vacation and pay whatever little bit of money you got to save, and then you get more work so that you could pay again all of that debt that you acquire, and then keep working, and then it's a infinite liability like circle or cycle, right? It's a circle of you having to work, pay debts, and then get more liabilities. It will never end. Guys, we are at a breaking point. There has to be, there gotta be a better way for us to do things differently. And remember, insanity is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. And I know none of you are crazy, right? Like, you guys understand that if you continue in this circle, in this complete, like, limited cycle, you are going to always get the same result. You're going to end up old and with no money, nothing to leave to your children, to your grandchildren. And we have to change. We have to change our mindset and do something different. That's why Bellator and Miracle Technologies are built for scale, right? We are vetted by institutions, and we have been in business for over 9 years. Guys, Miracle Technology was established in 2017, and they already have invested in their infrastructure over $100 million. Guys, all the license that we needed during these 9 years, that's what we've been doing. We are regulated, fully regulated, and we have a global physical presence in over 40 different countries around the world. This is a global business, fully regulated, fully licensed to do business the right way. And this whole 9 years, we have been working on getting all of the like the foundation, all of the important things, all of the mistakes have been already made that were supposed to be made at the beginning. You are coming in on a proven and vetted project that we are about to present to you. Also, guys, we have partnered up and we are part of Metaterra Holdings Inc. Now, Metaterra Holdings is positioned for public expansion, right? This Metaterra is positioned for public expansion through its public company structure. What does this mean? This means that we are literally ready to have outside money coming into our business. We are publicly traded in the NASDAQ OTC, in the stock market. This is going to help us build and bring in more outside investments into our ecosystem. And this would translate into more profits and more money available for our systems, our businesses, our platforms to develop to where they can really be up to the best they can be, right? So with Metaterra Holdings Inc., we also have a board that actually knows how to lead. We're talking about a market that follows leaders like ours, right? Proven leadership, deep expertise, and an unmatched vision, right? So Metaterra's board of directors brings together distinguished leaders with decades of experience in building and in scaling market leading companies across the global industries, right? All of them led by our CEO of Metaterra, Mr. Hakan Torhan. He's the creator of Bellator, the creator of everything that you see here. He used to be a banker, developed a very good system of ATMs, I believe, in England, and he's originally from Turkey. But he's the mastermind behind everything that we are working on. And then we have our CEO of Wall Street Capital and the chairman of the board of Metaterra, Mr. Douglas Anderson, who's also have over 30 years of experience dealing with the stock market and is an expert on getting companies and groups and ecosystem like ours into the public sector by trading it publicly in the stock market. And then we have great leaders and board members like Joe Bayer, Stephen Moore, Stephen L. Norris, and Monica Profit, who also have an extensive experience in getting some of these businesses to go public, to have a digital governance, discipline, oversight, long-term thinking, right? Like it's all about, guys, lasting for a long time. Guys, we are working on a system, on an ecosystem that is designed to be here for the long term, right? Like we are not talking about a platform or a company that is going to disappear tomorrow or in the next couple of months, in the next year. No, we're talking about a minimum of 20 years like of solid profits coming in, right? And then more and more and more years after that. So this is all about building those markets and being global and actually creating something that you can leave for generations and pass it down to your kids, your grandkids, and everybody else. Also, this is an enterprise grade validation that we have because we have partnerships with major companies like Ingenico, for example, who's like the number one POS system company out there. I guarantee you that if you ever swipe a card at a grocery store, a gas station, a supermarket, anywhere, or a electronic store, you probably use one of their machines, right? And we have partnered with these type of companies, like for example, Bitso, which is one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, XPay, BMW. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of their beautiful cars riding around on the streets. Pax, Shopify. Have you ever shop online? Well, guess what? You probably use Shopify to pay with your credit card. And then Fireblocks, all of these major enterprises have partnered with us. We're talking about partnerships. Not we working with them or they working for us. No, we're talking about partnerships, contracts that give us access to their technology and we give them our technology. Imagine buying and paying with crypto through over 400 million POS machines. Or what about buying your dream car with crypto? All of this stuff is gonna be kind of like available for us thanks to these partnerships that we are getting. And again, the validation is there, right? Because none of these major companies are going to be doing business and partnering with a company that is not the real deal, right? So that is what that means, okay? But let's talk about the blockchain adoption curve, right? Like, understand one thing, guys. We already passed all of the early adoption phase, the institutional inflow, and all the global commerce acceleration that crypto needed to happen. Now, guys, in the next 36 months, we are going to be looking at a mass market acceleration when it comes to crypto. All of the difficulties, everything, whether crypto was a scam and things like that, all the nonsense that people without the information would say, all of that is already proven to be wrong. all of the early adopters, right? Like that is already done. Now we're talking about getting in position and benefiting from the accelerated mass market acceptance that is going to be happening with this. And we got countries, right, where the crypto adoption is getting higher and higher and higher. So if you look here on this particular graph, India is is accepting crypto crazy like crazy, right? Nigeria, Vietnam, United States, all of these is going to continue to increase as people get educated about crypto and how the blockchain is working, and the fact that this is the future of money. Now, when it comes to how we do business, guys, we got to look at other companies or groups that do the same thing, right? Like, so for example, we got the Volkswagen group, and in that particular group, there are many different brands under that group. So we got Volkswagen, who owns also the Audi, the Seat, Skoda, Cupra. Then they got premium brands like the Porsche, right? Like the Lamborghinis, the Bentleys, and then you got the luxury, high end, billionaire kind of stuff like the Bugattis, the Rimac, and then you got the bikes like the Ducatis and racing and all of that stuff. Guys, the Volkswagen Group is just a bunch of different companies in itself, right? And when you look at it, right, you see all of these brands. Metaterra Holding Inc. is pretty much the same thing, right? On top, we have Metaterra, which is our public traded brand. This is where the money's coming in that is going to then trickle down to our ecosystem, which is Miracle Technologies, right? The Miracle Technology ecosystem. But understand that Metaterra Holdings Inc., right, is building the future for us based on a blockchain power innovation and the real world asset tokenization. Then down is Miracle Technologies, our ecosystem, which is driving the innovation through the blockchain technology and financial solutions, and also the real world utility, things that we need. So, what is our mission? Is to create a global ecosystem, right? And then our vision is to build a decentralized future where financial freedom and transparency and opportunities are also accessible to all. And underneath Miracle Technologies, we got a one ecosystem and limitless possibilities with everything and all of the different platforms that we have access to. First, we have Bellator Life, which is our hub, right, for the different opportunities that we have to offer, where we empower people worldwide with real opportunities, digital products, and a roadmap to financial freedom. We also have Miracle Pay, which is our crypto payment solutions platform. Here, you're going to be able to make crypto payments simple, secure, and accessible for every single person. And also, we have Miracle Cash and More, which is our license exchange and retail stores, physical brick and mortar stores, where you're going to be able to walk in and bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital assets through our license exchange and retail services. And then you got Miracle Chain, our own blockchain network. This is the foundation of our ecosystem. This is where you're going to be able to get fast, secure, and scalable blockchain technology built for real world applications. Then we have our Miracle Bank Q. This is our own digital bank where fiat and crypto will be bridged. You're going to be able to seamlessly connect your fiat money, your paper money, and the crypto world together with a secure and reliable banking solution. Then we have a score ID. This is our Web3 credit score system. Now, you might be unbanked, you might be rejected to get a credit card in the real world, right? You might be rejected to get a nice car, but if you have digital assets, if you have a digital present in the new Web3 like ecosystem or like world, you're going to be able to be banked here because we are going to be empowering people or users with a secure and accurate Web3 credit score. People like companies like, let's say, BMW, you'll be able to buy a nice SUV or a top of the end car because you have your digital presence improve thanks to Score ID, right? And this is just better for our financial future, right? And then we also have Boogie Golfer Lifestyle Club. This the Boogie G, like we call it, right? Is our AI educational program and travel and lifestyle club. Okay, this is where you're going to be able to upgrade your lifestyle through our platforms and earn those rewards that will help you improve your life, like have a better living, right? You're going to be able to travel the world and also create amazing memories. But also remember, all of these platforms will give you key offerings that you're going to be able to take advantage to. So you could participate in any of them or all of them and actually enjoy what each of them bring you. Remember, it's an entire ecosystem that will give you limitless possibilities to everything that you want to have in life. So for example, Bellator Life, there you're going to be able to become owner of the platform and the different opportunities by getting some of the CPU notes, the Guardian notes, some of the codexes and the Alpha Pass, the education and the training that you're going to be able to get through some of these platforms, the global affiliate program that allows you to generate like passive income and income that will come in for the rest of your life, daily and monthly for the rest of your life. Then with Miracle Pay, again, remember, you're going to get access to over 400 million POS machines, all the crypto payments you're going to be able to generate on regular businesses. Imagine going to the Louis Vuitton shop and getting yourself a a bag or a jacket or whatever it is and pay with crypto. Going to the bodega in the Bronx and pay with crypto, or going to the movie theater and watch a movie and pay with crypto. All of that is going to be allowed thanks to our technology through Miracle Pay, right? Then we're talking about the Miracle Cash and More stores. Remember, you're going to be able to walk into an actual physical store and do your crypto exchanges, get real-time crypto, price dates, financial services. It's your it's your crypto Radio Shack, right? You're gonna be able to actually do that. Miracle Blockchain, right here, you're gonna be able to do the get the Mirix tokens, do the staking, the smart contracts, the dApps, and the ecosystem. All of it is gonna be connected to our blockchain. Then you have the Miracle Bank Q, where you're gonna be able to get your fiat on ramp and off ramp, meaning you're going to be able to buy and sell your crypto through your Miracle Bank Queue. You're going to be able to have accounts, multi currency exchange. You're going to be able to secure your transfer, have global access to global banking through us. Everything in one spot, guys. With the score IDs, we're talking about the Web3 credit score, financial identity, right? The reputation system. You're gonna be able to build a credit history in the digital world, right? And then you're gonna have that trust and transparency that is gonna allow companies to trust you and give you credit via this particular score system. And then with Boogie G, guys, it's our travel club. You're gonna get access to our travel club membership, right? You're gonna be able to get cashback rewards, exclusive deals and perks, experience and events, and your lifestyle services. I mean, imagine traveling first class around the world for free. I'm gonna break down Boogie G later, and I will tell you more about it. But right now, let's see what our CEO of Bellator, Mr. Micah Third, says about what we are doing here. Right? He says that at Bellator Life, our mission is very clear: empower individuals, transform lives, and build a legacy of freedom through innovation, integrity, and opportunity. Right? So he says that the movement is real and the future is Bellator. And I couldn't agree more, guys. The future is Bellator. We are going to be empowering individuals to change and transform their lives. And we're definitely going to help people build a legacy and of freedom and pass it down to their families, pass it down to people that they love, and forever it generates some passive income through our products, right? So remember, Bellator is just more, it's more than just a company, guys. It's a promise to deliver real value through innovative products. But now let's get inside our ecosystem, guys. Let's understand what are our nodes and what their roles are for each of these nodes. But first of all, let's learn what is a node. What is a node, right? A node is a computer of software or a software system, sorry, connected to a network that performs a specific task, right? That is what a node is. It's the technology that you're going to have access to that will connect you to the network and perform a specific task. And now, but there are four types of nodes in our network or in a network, right? The first one is the processing node, right? These nodes will handle transactions and execute smart logics behind them, right? Then you have the validator nodes. These nodes will verify the transactions and validate the network activity and also protect the network itself from fraud. Then you have the storage nodes. These will store blockchain and system data, maintain any historical records, and ensures that the data is available. And then you have the routing nodes. These routes information across the network, connects the different nodes and the system to each other, and ensures fast and efficient data transfers, right? So how do they all work together? Well, the processing and the validating and the storing and the routing work together to keep the network working fast, secure, and reliable and scalable. So as you can see here on the diagram in the bottom, the processing node will process the information, will handle the transactions. The validator nodes then will validate those transactions. Then the storage nodes would store and secure that information. And the routing nodes will make sure that everything is working and connecting smoothly and fast and secure. And the users and the system will be very, very happy because everything is going to be working to perfection. So every system, every ecosystem of software system out there could benefit from the usage of these nodes, right? So give me a second. Sorry, my computer disconnected. Here we go. So yeah, so then what is Miracle Pay and how does that work with our system? Well, Miracle Pay, right? What does Miracle Pay do? Well, Miracle Pay helps businesses accept crypto payments, right? And it routes and processes those transactions. It connects users and merchants to itself, and it supports the global digital payments, right? And what does the CPU nodes do? Well, they process those transactions, they support the system activity, and handle the infrastructure demands and keep the ecosystem running smoothly, right? So if we look at the Miracle Pay flow diagram here to the left, we see that the user will go ahead and make a transaction or make a payment. The Miracle Pay system then routes and processes those transactions. And then the CPU nodes process the transactions themselves and keep the system running. The businesses or the merchants then receive those payments and they grow their business thanks to the fact that now they have another way of receiving income and selling their products. And then guess what? When that transaction is completed, right? Then the system will secure it, verify it, and becomes and everything is going to be successful, right? So as more people adopt and these transactions and the volume grow, the infrastructure itself behind the system becomes more important, right? Because more people now are using the system, are using the ecosystem, and if the system is protected by the nodes and secure and routed properly, guess what's going to happen? More businesses out there will be able to actually earn income because of that, guys. And it's pretty much like a restaurant, right? The Miracle CPU nodes work kind of like the restaurant, because you could see here, for example, the customers enjoying a great food and service. They eat, they set up their payments, and then they walk out very happy. That is all like in that ecosystem, right? But behind the scenes, in the engine rooms, you're gonna, in let's say the kitchen, you're gonna have the nodes doing all the work in the background, right? So this is where the magic is happening. That our CPU nodes, for example, could be the chefs, right? They work in perfect harmony to power every order instantly, right? So they prepare the food, they add the flavor and the final touches. They prepare the ingredients and keep everything ready, ensures that everything is cooked to perfection, and then they put it nicely in a plate for you. So those CPU nodes that are working 24/7 behind the scenes are there to ensure every transaction is fast, accurate and reliable, right? And then it's sort of kind of like the kitchen in the back working and making sure the food is perfect for you. So when the customers come and they're ready to leave, right, they go ahead and they get the check, they make that payment. The payment is verified by the machines, right, by the POS systems, and then they go ahead and they leave very happy because they enjoyed a good meal that was cooked to perfection. The same thing happens when somebody uses our payment systems. They get made those payments, they are processed and verified and routed correctly, and then everybody's super happy. So the more people see how perfect this works, the more the infrastructure behind the system becomes more important because more people are going to adopt it and benefit from this. But now Warren Buffett says that things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the things that the world does should be a business of yours. So you got to make the things that people need a business and generate income from that. But the things that you love, right? You want to do them as a hobby. You don't want to be doing things that you love and actually like work for them, right? Like you want to enjoy them. So make the things that people need out there a business, right?
Did
But
make
let's watch
millions of
this.
dollars in crypto, but I don't trade crypto and I don't buy crypto. I make it. So I started making Bitcoin at $220. That in itself is crazy. So we started mining Bitcoin. We were making a lot of money. We were like, man, if Bitcoin ever gets to $10,000, we're going to be rich. This guy that was mentoring me, he was worth $100 million. I became one of his top guys. And at that time, I didn't know anybody worth that kind of money. It just sounds preposterous to the average person. For the next 7 years, I learned software instead of hardware mining. So when you mine Bitcoin, you have a physical piece of machine. You plug it into the network. It confirms transactions, you make Bitcoin. On the platform that we launched, which was a company called Gala Games, we worked with Snoop, the death row chain that Snoop gave me, kind of crazy. And instead of hardware, we had software. So these software nodes will confirm transactions on the blockchain. Every time you buy something on that blockchain, sell something, move some money back and forth, there's a fee. That fee goes up in the cloud and it's split evenly between the node owners. So that very first blockchain that we launched, I only put 15,000 in. And for 2.5 years, those nodes just confirmed transactions. I had about 17 million tokens in my wallet. I watched it go from less than a penny to 5 cents, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 84 cents in a matter of like 5 months. So I went from $11,000 in software nodes to having over 11.4 million liquid currency.
So, guys, I mean, that is amazing right there. Imagine you owning a piece of the software and the infrastructure who validates and confirms these particular transactions, right? That's the opportunity that you're gonna have with a ecosystem like Bellator, where you could get a piece of every process by owning one of these nodes. So really quick, let's talk about the Guardian nodes, right? These are our validators nodes, right? So you stake the Mirex tokens, 4,000, right? Mirex tokens on the Guardian nodes, and then you validate and secure those nodes, those blocks of information, right? Like those transactions, and the system will do that for you, right? Like it's not you actually validating the transactions, but the node is. And then when that transaction is validated, and then you're going to be generating rewards in Mirex tokens and also the Phoenix gas fees. So that just owning these nodes will give you like make income for you. So if we look at the Guardian node flow here, remember we are securing and validating these transactions and protecting the blockchain with these nodes. So the user would send the blockchain transaction, they will receive the transaction request, then the Guardian nodes themselves will validate and confirm those transactions. The transaction itself is validated, right? And then you're going to be generating or paying those gas fees with the Phoenix token, which is our native token as well. And then the number 6 here, the guardian node participation, is where you gonna be supporting the ecosystem, securing and earning from the activity of all of these transactions. So guardian nodes, all they do is they make sure every transaction is real, secure, and verified. And you could go ahead and do some staking and benefit from that and get stronger security, trust validation, network stability, and long-term and decentralized trust, right? So it is a very simple thing because you don't have to own a physical hardware. You don't have to have a whole room full of graphic cards and coolers and fans and spending thousands and thousands of dollars into like having all these mining rigs, right? And then paying all these thousands of dollars in hardware and also in electricity when you can literally own the digital side of a node and then just get those payouts from you verifying those transactions, you validating those transactions, right? And for that, we also have what we call the Project X, which are our real world assets tokenization program. So it's all about tokenization. In the talk about tokenization is the process of digitally connecting real world value or assets to the blockchain system. And an NFT based digital membership access system that you're going to be getting access to, which is connected to the real world assets such as oil, energy, commodities, and real estate. So imagine having access that traditionally you wouldn't have access to. And these traditional like commodities, right? Like or real world assets like oil and energy and precious metals, all of that normally only the wealthy institutions can participate, right? These are the access is super limited. If you're not mommy's and daddy's little son or little daughter or baby daughter or princess, right? And you don't have a hedge fund account with $1 million, you won't be able to invest in these kind of things, right? The entry barriers are extremely high. You have to be somebody from a very well known and connected family, or like I said, have $1 million, $2 million on a hedge fund account that could invest in these assets. However, the blockchain creates the ability for you to digitally structure and participate in this. You're going to be able to get improved accessibility because now it's easier because it's just getting a digital access card to this, right? You're going to be able to connect communities to a build transparent ecosystem, right? So imagine that there is a high level private investment group that you could be a part of, and that is the Project X. That is the direction that Project X is trying to move forward with. So now, when we look at this Project X tokenization and real world asset ecosystem, we look at the real world industries that you're going to be able to be a part of. This is the foundation of a value in the real world, like oil, gas, and energy, and the commodities like gold, silver, platinum, and all of that, where we're going to be able to tokenize all of that, connecting the real world values assets to the blockchain systems. And in here, you're going to be able to secure and transparently participate of that, having mutable records that will not change. You're going to have decentralized infrastructure and in a smart contract ready ecosystem that you could be a part of. Also, with the Project X, you're going to have access to this to the treasury, right? The Project X treasury, which is the community and the ecosystem participation structure side of things. Now people can actually be part of this treasury first model, sustainable reward structure, real world assets, back strategies, and transparent and audible uh, information, meaning that you're going to be able to see where all the money is going to and where is it moving, where it's being moved to. This doesn't necessarily happen in the real world out there. When you invest your money, you don't know where your money is. You just hope that you do get a return on your money, on your investment, right? And then you got participants, right? Now they're gonna be able to otherwise actually own assets and invest into these real world assets, right? Before you couldn't do that. Now with Project X, you're going to be able to actually get access to this type of investments. And we're talking about long-term growth, because as soon as we adopt and people start expanding this, then this is going to keep growing. It's going to get global adoption. The ecosystem is going to expand, and the treasury strength is going to be bigger. So now Project X bridges the real world industries and blockchain technologies through tokenization, and it's going to be creating a treasury driven ecosystem built for long term growth and community participation. But really quick, guys, let's talk about the Alpha Pass. Now, this is one license, multiple AI ecosystem. But what is the Alpha Pass? It's a unified AI ecosystem combining personal AI tools, business AI systems, AI agents, coding tools, and also generating media and AI marketplace opportunities all into one platform, right? But imagine the Alpha Pass being like a mall, an AI mall, where you're gonna have floors of different apps, and you could go up and down through all of these floors and get access to everything you see here. So imagine the Alpha Pass being a grand AI mall, and you could only with that one Alpha Pass get access to everything you see here. It's a one-time payment of $2,100, limited access, because these are not going to last forever, right? And there are no monthly fees, no recurring bills, and no lifetime ownership fees that you're going to need to do more than once. So the marketplace itself, you can actually rent it, and if you don't use it, and actually get paid for not using these apps. However, when you are in the mall, you can go to the first floor and get all the business operation apps in AI that you could think of, like getting a marketing AI app, a customer support AI, or if you want to go to your personal operation side of things and go to the second floor and now get your personal AI agents that could be your personal assistants, a creative studio, collab where you could create your websites, all of that. One pass will give you access to everything. So you are going to be part of the entire AI economy, get access to the all of these apps that I told you for free. You're going to be able to use them and even go on the marketplace and get access to all of that and generate income if you don't want to use them, right? Like you could rent your Alpha Pass and then get income and actually grow your community and your income because of that. Okay, but what is the subscription trap that we got to deal with right now, and why the Alpha Pass is going to help you break from that subscription trap? The reason is that most people pay right now for most of their AI apps, especially the Pro and the Plus versions of these apps, if they want to really use the technology, right? So on your personal side, with ChatGPT Plus, Claude Pro, Gemini Pro, all of these different personal apps, you're looking at paying over $199 per month or $2,388 per year in membership fees. On the business side of the AI world, if you have a business like a real estate business or an automotive business, a marina, e-commerce, whatever, that could cost you in membership fees over $2,489. That is over $29,000 per year. However, with the Alpha Pass, one-time purchase of $2,100, you're going to get access to every single app you see here for that one payment of $2,100. That means that you could save in over 3 years over $96,000 in membership fees by getting that $2,100 Alpha Pass. Now, if you don't use the app, right? The Alpha Pass, if you don't use any of the AI tools that you're going to get access to, the company will pay you a minimum of $90 per month for the rest of your life. The way it works is simple, guys. $90 for the first 12 months, $120 per month for the second year, and then a minimum of $90 per month for the rest of your life. If the company is doing really, really well, it could be 130, it could be 150, it could be 300, it could be 500 per month based on the company results. So this is why think about a system that allows you to use all of these tools and apps for free for only one payment of $2,100 for life. And if you don't even use it, you get paid. How crazy is that, right? So here's the miracle ecosystem, guys. It's one ecosystem, endless possibilities. You got the Guardian notes, right? Remember, you could get that. You could buy the Mirex tokens and trade these and actually stake them and do whatever you want. You could accept crypto payments through our business globally. You could have access to our miracle wallet, super secure, access to a bunch of different networks and manage all your assets there. You got Bellator Life, which is our blockchain opportunities, real growth, and real rewards. Bellator will pay you for life. Then you also have our ecosystem, our lifestyle club, our AI education system and our lifestyle club in BG Lifestyle Club. Remember that we have those partnerships with Ingenico. You could check all of these websites, guys, and look really on what we are doing. And then we got the Phoenix Arena where you could play games and do different things. All of that built for the future, driven by innovation. So, guys, really quick because I'm running out of time. Let's talk about our partnership with Boogie G and Bellator Life. Remember, guys, Bellator Life is our ecosystem strategy for generational wealth. And Boogie G is actually the pathway to get you to that generational wealth or wealth strategies of Bellator. So again, Boogie G is the bridge, is the pathway that will get you to our wealth strategies inside of Bellator. We're talking about earning passive income daily and monthly for the rest of your life. And all of that, you can do it through Boogie G. So let's watch really quick.
What if your success paid for your lifestyle in real time? Every sale, every referral builds your BG miles. Unlock access to experiences money alone can't buy. Drive Ferraris in Italy. Live the moments others only watch. From luxury escapes to unforgettable global adventures. And give back, creating impact around the world. The higher your status, the greater your access. Even Boogie figured it out. BG Lifestyle. Earn the life others dream about. Your miles, your status, your world.
So yes, guys, that's Boogie G. That's our mascot. He was a character on a movie called Caddyshack. Very innovative, very smart, very looking always towards the future, and very, very funny, right? And then we picked him because again, he's all about learning, traveling, sharing, and earning, right? So welcome to Boogie G Lifestyle. This is the future of lifestyle, learning, and travel. And here in Boogie G, you're going to be able to earn travel rewards, learn practical AI skills, build the global community, and create more freedom, time, and experiences. Guys, this is our AI educational program. You're going to be able to learn all the practical AI skills that you need to get up to date with everything that is happening in the AI world. Remember, this is the future. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs because AI is going to be replacing them. So you need to learn all these practical AI skills, and you're going to have an opportunity to learn from beginning to expert, from beginner to expert at your own pace in our 4 different levels of courses that we have available. So we have the basic course for $100. We have the starter course for $250, and we have our advanced course for $500, and our professional course for $1,000. Now, all of these here will get you up to date to everything AI. But if you stay put, I will show you how you can actually, with the $100 course, work your way all the way up to the $1,000 course without having to come out of pocket. But before that, I want to welcome you to our travel club, because it's not only about education, it's not only about learning about AI, it's also about enjoying and improving your lifestyle by traveling around the world for free. Yes, as a member, you can participate and earn travel miles and turn activity into unforgettable travel rewards. Each of these miles is equivalent to $1, right? So if you have $1,000, you have a thousand miles, you have $1,000 available that you could use in your own travel portal, and that you're going to be able to then pick and choose where you want to go without having to pay for anything on those trips. Talk about traveling first class around the world without having to spend $1, staying at the best hotels, renting a Lamborghini, or like he said there, or maybe driving a Ferrari in Italy. Whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to do it with with um, with the miles, right? You are going to be able, as a member, as you participate, increase your membership status, move up through the levels, and unlock greater privileges. You are going to be able to unlock lifestyle benefits, enjoy exclusive savings on travel, shopping, and more. And then you're also going to be able to access future opportunities and be the first to know about the new deals and global experiences that you're going to be able to experience. The more active you become in the club, the greater the rewards will be. So then my next question to you will be, where would these miles take you? What are those dream destinations that you want to go to? Right? We're talking about Dubai, Maldives, Bali, Greece, Switzerland, Thailand, the Caribbean. You just decide where you want to go. And these are the ridiculously low price vacations that you're going to be able to access. Every course will give you one vacation credit, each valid for 3 years. Now, you're going to be able to go to Paris, France, for, let's say, for example, $2,500, but you could, as a member, could only pay $699 in miles. So 699 miles, you'll be able to do that. Or let's talk about Dubai. 5 days, $2,800 as a retail price. But as a BG member, BG Lifestyle Club member, you're gonna be able to pay. You're gonna be able to give me a second. Sorry. You're gonna be able to go for 649 to 649 miles only. So how does this work? We get these travel packages and purchase them in bulk. They negotiate these rates to the lowest possible cost. The club itself may subsidize some of these trips, and then we are going to be posting these, and it's are going to be claimed on a first come first serve basis. Okay, so the potential savings can be substantial compared to the retail prices. So the bulk buying power plus the club subsidies equal exceptional travel value. So, guys, let's talk about the inner circle. Not all travel experiences are created equal. You could become a Boogie Life, Boogie G elite member and gain access to our most exclusive experiences, like going through the Mediterranean on a super yacht experience, 5 days aboard a private luxury yacht, go to Monaco, Saint Tropez, Sardinia, on a helicopter transfer and all of that, or even more exclusive trips like Antarctica, an expedition through Antarctica, go see the icebergs, whales, and penguin colonies. This is of the world's rarest travel experiences that you can have as an elite member, right? And then it's all about talking and sharing this with other people, guys. This is a concept that everybody already understands. We're talking about the marketing referral system. And when people love something, all they do is they share it, they recommend it, and communities grow naturally. So imagine going to a nice restaurant, you love the food, the ambient, the music, and then you go ahead and then you share it with somebody. The only difference is that you not earning anything from you sharing your experiences. How about you travel the world, you talk about it, you learn about AI, and then you earn income by doing so. We need to flip this script and actually earn for everything that we talk and we refer. And that's the opportunity you're going to have by sharing this club and these courses with everybody. The Miracle Codex is simple. Every course that we have access to have actually have actually a miracle codex in it. And the way it works is simple. When you invite friends over and they join the club, you're going to fill out these pay stations. There are 6 on each of them, right? Each course have a miracle codex, and each miracle codex have 6 pay stations. As you share this information with people, these 6 pay stations will fill out, and you're going to generate what we call a cycle. These cycles would generate for you rewards in your wallet in the form of crypto and also miles. And when you complete the cycles, the system is designed to go ahead and place you again on the same course for free. And you're going to have the opportunity to cycle multiple times. So here you're going to be able to build a network, track your progress, and unlock these rewards. And then every time you cycle, again, each of these courses would generate, again, wallet rewards and travel miles that you're going to be able to use to travel for free. So on the $100 course, you're going to generate $138 in instant pay. This is money you're going to be able to withdraw immediately, and then 18 miles. On the $250 course, you're going to be able to generate 200 wallet rewards and 100 travel miles. And then on the $500 course, you're going to be able to generate 400 wallet rewards and 200 miles. Right? On the $1,000 course, you're going to be able to generate $800 wallet rewards and 400 travel miles. The key here is that you're going to have a total potential once you complete all these cycles to generate $1,438 in wallet rewards in crypto USDT, and also 718 travel miles. The key factor here is, guys, you can scale from the $100 course to the $1,000 course for free. And let me explain how you're going to do that. When you generate these commissions, right, or the instant pay, you can accumulate them as you cycle and then purchase your way into the $250 course. Now, the $250 course have a different system within itself. It's going to, every time you cycle, is going to basically accumulate. Every time you fill out one of those pay stations, it's going to accumulate a balance. And when you complete that cycle, it's going to automatically place you for free with that balance that is accumulating into the $500 course for free. The same thing happens when you complete the cycle on the $500 course. Automatically, when you complete it, it's going to place you again on the $500 course and then place you for free on the $1,000 course. So you could see how you, by just working and sharing this with other people, you're going to be able to basically move through the courses, generate these cycles, and generate these rewards and also these miles. So every time you complete the 6 pay stations, you complete a cycle, and the system, the codex, is designed to place you again on these courses to continue growing and growing and cycling multiple times. Now, when you complete the whole system, you're going to unlock the opportunity to generate a $2,100 value in the form of a package that you could purchase. You could either choose between the Alpha Pass or the 4 Miracle CPU nodes, which pay you daily for the rest of your life. And remember, the Alpha Pass will give you access to the AI Mall, and then also those payouts if you don't use the app. So you choose what you want to do. Once you complete your cycle, the first time you complete all the way down to the $1,000 course, once you complete that cycle, you're going to earn a $2,100 package that you get to pick which one you want. So you get to complete the code X cycles, and then you're gonna claim the $2,100 reward and change your life. And that has to do with the Alpha Pass, guys. Remember, you're gonna have an opportunity to also generate some income inside of Bellator. The first two people that you sponsor that gets their Alpha Pass, you're gonna earn $200, and then you're gonna earn $1,000 from the third person to infinity. And also you got the infinity pay, which is $800 on the first two people on your team. Guys, the Alpha Pass is your gateway into the Miracle ecosystem. Remember, you're gonna get access to everything you see here, including the Mirex token, the Phoenix tokens, the Score tokens. All of the nodes is one ecosystem, one endless possibility. But the timing, guys, matters. The infrastructure is finally ready. We already went through that early foundation phase, all the licenses, all the processes, creating all the technology. Now Bellator is on that momentum and acceleration phase, which means that you getting in now is important. So the secret, if you want to call it a secret, is positioning yourself in front of the masses before they react. So you already know, guys, the future is built by those who position themselves today. How do you get started? Matters, and get started right away. Get started with that $100 course. Work your way up. And if you want to accelerate your process, go ahead and get yourself the $250 course as well. And then you'll be able to speed up everything for you. So y'all already know, guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening for this presentation. If you're watching this on a replay, just get back to the person who sent you this presentation, and let's go ahead and ask them for that link for you to go ahead and get registered. So thank you again for watching. Y'all already know, Team Empire. Let's get it. Juan Martinez signing out. Boom. Let's get it.